Hey everyone, this is Lock24, and today I'm gonna be showing you, I guess, some gameplay of me reaching King of Games. Now, King of Games isn't really that difficult to obtain. It is very time consuming, so if you have the time, I'm pretty sure you can get to King of Games without a problem. Again, most of the time that I don't reach King of Games is because I don't have the time for it. It's not really that much skill based at all, it's just luck at this point, I think. There is some skill involved, but I mean, if you can read what everyone's playing and kind of counter their decks, or add like a couple of twisters if if you're playing against a lot of tunes, or add some beatdown, or if you're playing against Crowler, which a lot of people are playing Crowler now, maybe add some tornadoes or something to destroy the back row, to destroy the castles. So it's kind of, you just have to read the meta actually, and see what your region's playing or what you're getting paired up against. And as long as you can do that, it's super easy to do. Again, all you really have to do is have the time to do it, and most of the time I don't have the time to do it. However, I did in this particular one. It's not that I had the time. Well, I did have some time free, but the only reason I did it is I was trying to get my 100 wins for the free SR ticket, and that's why I made some time, because I think today it resets today, so I did make some time to try to go ahead and get that free SR ticket for the 100 victories. And where did I leave that deck, right? So the deck that I got King of Games with was Statue Control, and it's super easy to play. It's really it's a fun deck. It does require some level of skill, but not that much. And as long as you can summon the Sergeant Electro and then lock down the back row, you should be fine. So for this particular version, I'm running one card guard, and most of the time what I want to do is card guard the Amazonian Sage, and this card is really good. I think with my free SR ticket, I'm gonna get a second copy of her. She's just amazing, especially if you've already locked down the back row with Sergeant Electro. Then one Sphere Karibo. This could be basically anything, but I do like the Sphere Karibo. I always like to keep it in. 2 Heavy Knight of the Flame. This is an out to a lot of things. 3 Sergeant Electro, 1 Amazon Sage, 3 Guardian Statue, and number of statues that I run just really varies. If I see that I'm playing against a lot of Weevils or deck outs, I go ahead and increase it to 3. If not, I take 1 out and put in a Blade Knight or a the Leo card that's 2000 when it attacks an effect monster. So the number of statues that you play just differs depending on what you're playing. This card differs also depending if you're running into like a lot of, let's say, a lot of burn, or anything. Could be a twister or something else. And then 2 Super Rush Headlongs again, 3 enemy controllers, 3 Mirror Wall, and 1 Metamorph. Metamorph, I think I might be taking it out. It's not really doing much of anything. Most of the time I'm just setting it. It did save me once, however, but other than that, it really didn't do much. So there's the deck list. It's a super plain deck list. It's very similar to the one that that guy in the World Champions was running, I think. The only difference was the Leos, the statues, of course. I'm playing 3 statues and the card guard. But other than that, it's a really simple deck list. And I think the main purpose of it is that you always have something to do when it's your turn. You may lose like a couple of games to bad hands of just drawing like a ton of enemy controllers and super rushes and mirror walls and not getting a monster, but other than that, you shouldn't be losing any games. It has a counter to basically everything. It has a counter to Horus, to Silent Magician level 8. It has a counter to a lot of back row. The deck out matchup is actually really good with the Guardian statues. So if you're playing against a deck out or a dual standby, if you know how to play, basically it's gonna be a free win. And I am running Mind Scan with the deck. Now let me go ahead and show you some of the gameplay. Alright, there it is. King of Games, and I apologize for that. I'm doing laundry right now. But King of Games, let me go ahead and show you. Alright, I got it with 104 victories. And I think at 102 I was already done, but I kept on playing for 2 more games. And there's most of the time I won. I did lose, I think, 3 times with the deck. Those That one, that loss was I think it was a bad hand, and then the other one was this one he just completely trashed me because he got the golem out like really really early in the game, and after that I couldn't do anything. But anyways, so you lose to bad hands, and like if your opponent gets super lucky, you'll lose also. All right, here's the first one. This is I think this was my very last one where I reached King of Games, I think. And I did play a ton of them, but a lot of them I was winning super quick, so there was really no point in recording them. And I did have a ton of them where I was playing against a ton of deck outs, and they would rage quit once they saw the statue. And they couldn't do anything. I mean, I would bounce out their Hero's Shadow Scout or whatever that card is, and then their Worms. So they would just completely go out and just rage. And here's one of the cards that were one of the hands that are kind of bad, where you draw a ton of spell and trap cards and really no monsters. I did activate the effect, and I went for this thing, and I knew he was going to go ahead and chain it. But I just want to go ahead and get it out of the way. He attacks a do enemy controller because I don't want that thing to be removed, because those things, if you allow them, they get super annoying and there's no way to get rid of them. The only real way is to go ahead and enemy controller. Alright, he masks, which is fine, I guess. He doesn't. He does have another Sky Star, so I do enemy control. I tribute so I wouldn't take any damage. I knew I was gonna draw another monster because all my how much spell and traps were in my hand, so I did risk it. I super rush his Amazonas, and I see a lot of those swordswomen around, or a lot of decks around her now. So do lock down the Enchanted Javelin. I still go ahead and attack for 800. Electro, try to go ahead and lock down the Aegis of Gaia. It does chain it. And here I was hoping to get the Amazonas Priestess, I think, to destroy that guy to go ahead and win, but I didn't get it. I got another Electro, which was fine. And I attacked for some damage. At this point, she was just using a ton of cards. I don't know, and then she gave up after that. Alright, the next one's against a Weevil, and basically in like the Legend 2 to 3, there's really all there is Weevils and dual standbys with deck outs. And I'm guessing like people gravitate towards those decks because they're super easy to play. Anyone can play them. It's very straightforward. Activate Parasite, get a mask, summon Lava Golem, and win. Right, again, no monster, but I mean it's fine because we're gonna get one in the next turn. He's running a weird version with Kiserai, but statue just negates that. And I just go ahead and poke for some damage, and I keep poking for the 800. Even when I do have a higher attack monster, I just keep poking, and I don't attack with a high attack monster, so he tries to negate it. And I was avoiding summoning a second monster, so he wouldn't Lava Golem me. But there's a point where I kind of get greedy, and I do summon an extra monster. And here I'm gonna get Lava Golem next turn. There it is. With the Parasite, I'm taking 2,000, and then I do summon the other Guardian statue, so there's no space for the extra Parasite. Draining Shield, I mean it's fine. Attack for 3,000, because he did want to get a Golden Apples for 3,000, which I knew he was going to go ahead and do it, but I do have an enemy control, so I didn't really mind giving him the 3,000 token. Enemy controller for the token. Get rid of the Lava Golem so I wouldn't take any damage. Activate the statue, bounce the monster, and then attack. He does have another massive more, which is kind of unfortunate for me, but it's still fun. He attacks, Super Rush, the token gets destroyed. And there's a card guard. And those Guardian statues, they just do a ton of work. Another massive move on card guard. But he's gonna end up losing to a lot of 800 pokes. Alright, bounce. There's another 800. And this time I decided to go ahead and make it 11 with a Metamorph. He golden apples, which I guess it's fine. Enemy controller the the parasite, so I wouldn't take any damage. He attacks, I Mirror gets destroyed, and then here I can just go ahead and attack for game. Those statues are just so good. And there's game. But this deck has a really good matchup against the burn and the deck out. And you do kind of have to get lucky with the enemy controllers though, because if you don't get the enemy controllers, there's really not much you can do. Alright, I forgot what this guy was playing, but let's see. There's mind scanned, and that I love getting the statues, and I can clearly see what he's running since I'm running mind scanned, and I go ahead and try to lock down the F8 plan, which he lets it go through. I don't know why he would do that. Statue, and I figured I'd go ahead and take 3 cards out of the deck, which was fine. I'm going to go ahead and inflict 800. And then after that, I should have a lockdown on his monsters, because he won't be able to set anything. Or he'll be able to set it, but it'll just keep bouncing back. And then after that, I can just attack for some damage. And he does attack on GHQ on my Sergeant Extra, which I guess it was fine. And there's a lot of deck out decks now. There's some with extra, dual standby, this Bandit Keys running it. There's just a lot of it back there, and then he just surrenders. And this guy actually got me to where I had to wait the whole entire, I think it's like 200 seconds, and I stood there the whole entire 200 seconds for me to go ahead and get the time limit win. Which that's kind of an asshole move, I guess. I'm guessing he thought that I was gonna like just rage quit. But it was like the second. No, it was like close to the King of Games one, so I decided to go ahead and stay anyways. Otherwise, I would have just left. That shit is like super annoying. Alright, I did get a monster, so that's good. Alright, attack for 16. And this mind scan ability is just amazing. He Sage's Stones. I'm gonna get rid of that. Gets a Dark Magician. He attacks, but I do have a Super Rush. Yeah, so his Dark Magician is gonna get destroyed. I have a statue now. I can go ahead and try to lock down the enemy controller, which I do. I attack into Super Rush. Alright, he's gonna Interdimensional Matter Transporter. That's fine. It's gonna be direct damage. And that's game. Okay, let me go ahead and show you the last replay. And again, the replays aren't in any particular order. If I played against something that was decent, I recorded it. There was a ton of them that I recorded, but you can only get 5, so I just kept moving up and down, and some of them just got deleted. So this one wasn't that interesting, but I guess it made the cut to where it didn't get deleted. And again, the mind scan ability is just broken. If you were following me from like the very beginning, I said that this ability should be banned, like way back when Pegasus got released. The ability is just way too powerful to be able to use. You basically know exactly what he has in the back row. And it did get nerfed, I think, from the beginning. It was until you got 2000. Now it's 3000. But even at 3000, it's still super powerful because you can just block a ton of attacks and you don't take any damage. Mirror Wall, I just go ahead and attack through it, and I think he has a Karibo, I think, on one of them. Or did he already use it? I think he did, or it might be another one. But anyway, and that was basically it. And so, again, getting to King of Games isn't something major or something. I guess you can celebrate it, or I don't know. I really don't see it as like a big milestone. It's not really that hard to get King of Games. But that's just my opinion. Maybe some other people think that it's like a big thing to get King of Games. But in my opinion, at least in this particular game, I don't know if it's because I have a really competitive background where I actually used to play competitive. But the King of Games here, it's not that hard to obtain. You just need a ton of time. And that time is something that I really don't have. Let me go ahead and show you where I'm at with the event. I did play a couple games, but like I think it was like 4 or 5 games that I played, but I haven't really done anything with the event. I'm at 2,100,000, which is my next one. When it comes to the rewards, I think I got another EAMS or MS, or I don't know how do you say that. Alright, so that's what I have. I got another one EAMS. So once I go ahead and get the additional points, I'm gonna get a third one. I did get another engineer, I think, and another knight. And I don't think I'm gonna be doing a deck right now because I don't have the time to level up Crowler on gears. Or maybe I will, maybe during the weekend. But for now, I don't think I will. Basically, that's about it. What all I've done today is just play some rank. And what was it? Whenever you get the SR tickets, I think I'm gonna hold on to see if they add any new SRs here for the next upcoming, I guess, season. And I think I have 3 SR tickets that I can use. Let me go ahead and see. I might have 2 or 3. And I'm just gonna wait to see if they add anything else. Alright, that's 2 SRs that I got into April 30 of next year. Alright, I've got 4 SR tickets that I can freely use. So hopefully they add some good SRs here in this upcoming season. They need to update their rares and just their end tickets, because the cards that they have, I've already got everything of. So there's really no point in really having those end tickets anymore, unless they go ahead and add some new cards. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. If you enjoy the video, leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. And if you are enjoying my content, go ahead and subscribe. I am still doing another giveaway on November the 10th. Oh, I'm not going to say giveaway. I'm going to say I'm going to gift you a gift card. It's not going to be a giveaway, because then I'll get into some legal trouble, and I don't want to get into any of that mess. So I'm going to be gifting one of you guys, or one of my subscribers, on the 10th of November. So do watch out for that. I'm still waiting on a reply from Toma to send me his email so I can go ahead and provide his that last gift card. But anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time.